Orientation is locked. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back again. Sorry, folks. For some reason, it's too hard to hold.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna skip over to the last part because this middle portion right here is all witness statements.
Yes. And guys, I'm back on mine also.
So Carbonell additionally advised on May 9th she went to the Ocean Center for a principal's meeting. It was actually Principal of the Year election day that's where they used our poll machines. She says that PJ followed her to the Ocean Center in Daytona and refused to leave until she confronted her. Extra Ocean Center staff had to be assigned to her protection. PJ aggressively insisted on going upstairs of the Ocean Center to confront her, but the Ocean Center staff assisted from keeping her from going upstairs. PJ continued to stalk her for several hours, and Carbonell had to be escorted out an alternative door to avoid PJ due to the threats, unstable and aggressive behavior.
When you said nothing to her. Hi again, Grams.
So, it says prior to the completion of this report, Garcia received an email from Pajama Audits with an attached YouTube link of PJ's recent protest videos. Based on the totality of the circumstances, probable cause exists for a violation of Florida Statute 871.01, disturb school religious lawful assembly. Charging affidavit for Carbonell to sign, determining that PJ violated the Florida state statute by willfully interrupting or disturbing any school or any assembly of people met for the worship of God. Guys, this is a public school.
There's not supposed to be church or religion in public school.
The complete 707 was presented to Carbonell for her signature. Carbonell signed as the charging officer.
How can Carbonell be a charging officer when she's not an officer?
Yeah, she signed this as the charging officer.
A charging officer of what? She thinks she's a part of the sheriff's department now?
You got me. She's off her own. And she's in charge of our kids.
And I don't think she should be.
So then she files an injunction against me for stalking. And I can show you right here. It was denied.
Cover up any information.
It was denied without a hearing.
Which
So there is no injunction against me.
which means you can be right back where you were at in any public meeting.
And this is the charging affidavit. This is just another copy of all this loose stuff. She says on multiple occasions between March 25th and May 15th, the respondent arrived outside Deltona High. And then she states that she's the principal of Deltona High. So she does not, this is where she brings her position into it. She did this as a public employee. Okay? If she had just said, you know, she comes to the school and then and never mentioned her position there, we could maybe say that she wasn't working under a public employee. And by the way, Ms. Carbonell, let me make this clear. You work for a public school with Volusia County Public School District. You are the principal of a public school, per your own statements. You're a public. No.
That's it. Carbonell, you are a public employee, whether you like it or not. Once you sign that dotted line, taking that position.
So she says that the respondent would pace on the sidewalk outside the school and yell about me into a bullhorn. I wasn't just yelling about her. I was yelling about everybody who covered up rape. Everybody. If you guys remember my videos, it was, yeah, I did call some people out by name. She happened to be one of the many.
But it wasn't just one.
She says I would pace on the sidewalk outside the school and yell about me into a bullhorn. Some of the things she would yell through her bullhorn include Carbonell covers up rapes.
Which is true.
Carbonell is a child rapist protector. Well, if you're covering up rapes, you're protecting a child rapist.
Correct.
Carbonell allows sexual attacks on campus.
There's already proof of that,
Carbonell, you're going to go down.
which is not a threat.
Carbonell, come out here and confront me. That I never said. I never said that. What I said was, you want to talk about this? Come on out and we'll discuss it.
And that's completely different.
We can discuss it right here.
Yeah.
And then, Carbonell, this isn't going to end well for you. I believe that I did say that.
But all that means is
You're
when it
fired.
comes out, you're going to
will be
lose your
fired.
job.
You will lose your job. This is not going to end well. Because I can go after her personally at this point. I can take her house, I can take her car, I can take her dog, I can take her husband if I want to.
Not that you want it.
I don't want it. Trust me, I don't want it.
You already got a husband.
But the fact of the matter is, even if I don't proceed with the lawsuit against her personally, which I have,
Yeah.
I really hope that this new superintendent boots all these people out that are covering this up. and lying about it.
Understands what's going on and gets rid of the problem makers and the cover-ups.
Yep. So she says that I run social media pages on YouTube and Facebook called Pajama Audits. Anyway,
And
that's my channel name.
I
Pajama Audits
don't
Fashion.
understand what that has to do with anything.
And then she talks about the Ocean Center. While I was en route to the Ocean Center, the respondent was following me while live feeding, recording herself on YouTube.
Which the other document already showed that that is false.
States that she was intentionally, wait a second, BJ, drives to the Ocean Center, did not observe Carbonell at any time during that drive.
And that was from or Deputy Garcia.
No, this was from the sergeant.
Or the sergeant. Yes, you're right.
The
I'm
sergeant
sorry.
did the interviews and watched the video, and it says no one continued in front of PJ as if she were following anybody. But yet here we have
Another lie.
Carbonell's filed document with the court saying that I followed while live feeding, making statements. Something big is going to happen on June 1st. And then she puts in parentheses, June 1st is Deltona High's graduation. Who can tell me what the big thing was that happened on June 1st? Do you remember? You don't remember?
I don't.
What was the big thing that was supposed to happen on June 1st? June 1st was the Oklahoma rally.
Oh, that's right.
I was supposed to be at
The Second
Oklahoma
Amendment. The
rally
Second
in
Amendment
Beaverton.
rally.
Yeah. I was supposed to be there
Beaverton.
with Otto. That's where we were supposed to meet. And then continue to Eric's from there. That
Yep.
was the big event.
Now I remember that.
But she's saying that I'm going to do something to... So it says, PJ apparently is under the impression that the meeting was being held at Daytona State. She appeared frantic when she could not find the principal's meeting. But yet, the sergeant says, I calmly walked out of. You gotta watch the video for that part. I wasn't frantic at all. I'm more frantic right now than I was in that video.
Yes, and believe me, if you watch this entirety, and especially the first one, you will see PJ being white at the beginning. Her face is a lot more red.
Yep.
This is very upsetting, and I asked her if she wanted to do this, and she said yes, and I'm not pushing, and anytime she wants to quit, I have no problem. I just...
You were the first person that I've talked to and shown all of this, and really...
I feel honored. I really do.
To have me talk about it live
and I am behind you 100%, and I've told you that in the past.
And I appreciate that. So she says I was following her while I was live feeding.
Hi, Robert.
It says, on my live feed, I apparently was under the... Blah, blah. Okay, I already read that part. So I went to the Ocean Center. Upon arriving at the Ocean Center, the respondent was outside of the Ocean Center with her bullhorn, yelling more of the same things about me as described above. The respondent then entered the Ocean Center on the first floor, again yelling and cursing more of the same items about me as described above.
Which the sergeant's already disclaimed that it is wrong.
Never happened. This is all lies. This entire paragraph is a lie. The respondent's conduct at the Ocean Center was so outrageous and aggressive that Craig Pinder doesn't even know the name of the security person at school. His name is not Pinder. You might want to learn his name. Especially if you're going to put a name in an official document, you better know how to spell it.
Yeah.
By the way, you spelled my name wrong too. Just that. That's why I can't find it when I do a search. If I go on the court website and I do a search for my name, I can't pull this up.
Because she put everything in wrong.
Yeah, she spelled my name wrong.
And the sheriffs just followed it.
So, and I know where she got the information because of the way that she spelled my name. I know where she got my personal information from. She's an idiot. Okay, and that's a federal offense too. A public employee cannot access a student's records unless that student is enrolled in their school. She had no business accessing my daughter's records.
Especially considering it had nothing to do with
My
your
daughter
daughter.
wasn't enrolled in her school.
Yeah.
My daughter had been disenrolled from her school on, I believe, the 12th of February. So, in May 15th, May 22nd, she had no business accessing my daughter's records. And we have proof that she did. So, she says, Craig Pinder had personally acted as a bodyguard for me. Misuse of school security? Are you kidding me?
School resource funds?
What's really funny is let me finish this first, okay?
Go ahead.
So he acted as a bodyguard for me. During a break in the meeting, I had to be escorted through the back exit by security to avoid the respondent. So, okay, I have a question. Was it Ocean Center staff or was it Volusia County School Board employees that had to protect you? Because
You've said two different
in this
things.
statement, you said it was Ocean Center, and in this statement, you're saying it was Mr. Pender. By the way, not Mr. Pinder, Mr. Pender, which is really funny
Instead of
because
Pinder, it's Pender.
which is really right. Which is really funny because I actually have a statement from Mr. Pender in here that says I didn't act as a bodyguard with her.
So false documents twice.
Oh, the whole document is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm saying
false
on two
documents
different
on
times.
the police report, and now this is for the injunction.
So two different times she has filed. And okay, if you're gonna file something and you're gonna file it twice, at least say the same thing.
And I can't.
It's like, PJ, you're wearing a red shirt. Oh, wait a minute. PJ, you're wearing a green shirt. It's the same thing. You can't keep your story straight. Why should you be believed?
Officer, the shooter had a black hat and white shorts. I mean, no, he had black shorts and a white hat. Or maybe it was a black and white shirt and green pants.
Yeah.
Okay, the problem with lying, Miss Carbonell,
But you gotta remember
is
them.
that you have to remember your lies. And if you can't remember your lies, you end up making an idiot of yourself in federal documents. So I have all of this and much more. And like I said, the petition for the injunction of protection was completely denied. So that again, there were no grounds. The judge stated that the petitioner has failed to allege facts sufficient to support the entry of an injunction for protection against domestic, repeat dating, or sex violence or stalking because there are insufficient allegations of stalking. Well, number one, you can't say that somebody who's going to a public building to exercise their constitutional right of protesting, a public employee at a public building is not stalking. Now, if I was at
And that also got there before you did.
right, and see, the thing is, we do have evidence that she was there way before me, and we also have evidence that she, yes, walked out the back building, but it was not with any security officers.
Okay.
In other words, we have the video from the Ocean Center, both exits.
That's
and the
great.
parking lot.
That's great.
So I highly suggest, this would be just a suggestion, that you stop threatening me with law enforcement like you did the other night. Because we got you, babe. We got you. And I spoke to law enforcement yesterday morning, babe. And they told me that if she had called on me on Thursday night, that they all know who I am. Because they were called to DAC when I was out there reading the Constitution.
And they didn't come.
And they said, we would not have made you leave. We would not have made you ID. We would not have taken a report. Because you were in a public place, at a public meeting, and it doesn't matter if you're there or not.
Exactly.
So she needs to, as I said in my video on my way home, she needs to put her pretty panties on, pull them up, and be the adult that she claims to be.
Okay. And guys, there is more to this.
Oh, there is much more.
But PJ's not going to bring everything out because she has to hold it back for when this court stuff
Oh,
goes.
yeah. I mean, this is the stack of papers that me and Dave
You can see what we just went through.
some of it,
And that's
not
just
even all of it.
a little of it. So I know that for myself and PJ, we thank you for watching.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for watching.
And I'm glad that I was able to film this for you because the more people that know about this, the better it can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people have to know.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we're going to get shut down here.
Yep, it's okay.
So I'm going to let you go.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Is my face that red?
Yeah.
You're red.